In this module, we'll continue learning the various characteristics of the variable to be defined in the variable view in SPSS data editor. Along with that, we will also look at a data set, and we will learn how to enter this data set, keeping the various other characteristics of variable in mind in a variable view. Here, we are considering this data set that has information about 5 different variables, where the first variable is ID, then it's name, gender, height, number of individuals in a family, and the heart rate. We have ID that is already in numeric, name that is alphabets, gender is also alphabets, whereas gender is a categorical variable. Height is measured in 5 feet 8 inches and so on. Number of individual is a quantitative variable. Heart rate again is a categorical variable with few categories. So let's enter this data and various characteristics of this data into SPSS. The first variable name is ID. The second variable name is name. Since the name cannot be translated into any numeric code, so we'll use the variable type string, because string is a variable type that can take on alphanumeric characteristics of the variable. The width is 8. Decimals in string variable, we don't put any decimals, whereas the label will go as the name of the participant. The next variable will be added as the gender. Gender here is male and female in our data set. So one way is we keep it string and type always gender as male and female. But as we know that typing male as a whole and female as a whole all the time is going to be very time consuming. Hence, we try to give them a code. In this data, we'll give a code 0 to male and 1 to female. So wherever in the gender variable 0 will be written, it will consider it as a male, and wherever 1 is written, it will consider it as a female. Hence, we prefer entering the data into SPSS, even though it is non-numeric variable, but we convert it into a numeric by giving each category a code, and those codes assigned are going to be numeric codes. Hence, we will enter the gender variable as a numeric variable, and that's what we prefer, with width 8 and decimals 0, and label will go as gender of the participant. Since we already know that we have given a new coding to the gender, so to identify these coding, we will use the values. And values play a very vital role in determining the various characteristics of any variable. Here, the value we are giving to a male is 0. So 0 value will be identified as male and click add. The other value is 1 that is going to be identified as female, and then click add. Once you have added all the possible coding for your variable gender, you press OK. Now, in the data view, while we enter the data, wherever SPSS within the gender variable will identify 0, it will identify it as a male, and wherever it will be entered 1, it will be identified as a female. The next variable is height. Height is a numeric variable that is measured as 5 feet and 8 inches. I have seen problem many times that we measured our variables into the two measuring units. Like here, height is measured in feet and inches. To enter such kind of data is sometimes problematic. So it is always recommended to enter the data as some smaller units like in inches. So it's better to convert 5 feet into inches, and 5 feet 8 inches will make it 68 inches in total. Similarly, for the height of the second respondent, 5 feet 11 inches will make it 71 inches, and so on for the rest. And that's how we will enter the data, preferably in just single unit of measurement. Hence, it will be numeric with 0 decimal places. The next variable is number of individuals. Number of individuals, the variable name is pretty long, so we'll short it. Number underscore individuals. So this is number of individuals in the family. So it's again gonna be a numeric variable with decimal places to be 0, and this is where we will write the whole description. Number of individuals in a family. And lastly, our variable heart rate. Heart rate, variable name with underscore sign where it is most acceptable. Again, heart rate is a categorical variable, and we want to convert this categorical variable into a numeric variable by giving them a numeric code. Let's say, since we know our categories for our heart rate are normal, high, and low, so we will give code 1 to low, code 2 to normal, and code 3 to high. Once all the possible categories have been added, you gotta press OK. The label of this variable is heart rate of the participant. Heart rate of the participant is considered as normal, high, or low, which will be 0, 1, 2, or 3. So it doesn't require decimal places, so we will also make its decimal places to be 0. And hence, you will see the change coming here. Once we have entered these first 6 characteristics of our variable, in the next module, we will look into the rest of the characteristics of each variable and try to figure them out and learn about them in the next modules. Thank you.